Go. I'm ready to go. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the. Oh, I can hear myself like echoey.
Wow.
Welcome to the Shrouded Glade Under Siege Webcast. Right? That's what we're calling it. Webcast. Cool. I am Floyd Bishop, animator, artist on Free Realms, and with us is.
I'm Ryan Shannon. I'm a game designer on Free Realms.
I'm Eric Hankins, game designer on Free Realms.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about Shrouded Glade and what's going to happen with the Gloam invasion. So it should be pretty cool. We've also got some questions from you guys that were typed up and written up here. But I think first we're going to look at a trailer, right? Or did we already show the trailer? Oh, we're showing it at the end. Never mind then. You'll see it at the end.
Spoil it, dude.
I know, sorry. Well, there's something special at the end. You'll never guess what it is. Okay, so anyway, today we're talking about the invasion of Shrouded Glade. And let's see, what else here? I guess you guys would know more about that than I do. I just make it move. You guys set that all up. So.
It looks really great, so thanks.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, all right. So the Invasion of Shrouded Glade. Yes, this is a new event that we are actually releasing tonight. So you guys should get prepared. It's coming out tonight. Get ready. And it's kind of a big deal. We're doing some new crazy things. Hopefully you like them. One of the biggest things that we're doing, the newest craziest thing, is combat in the Overworld. So in Free Realms, normally combat, you have to go into an instance and it's very safe and controlled, right? We're throwing that out the window, right? In this invasion, the enemies are out in the world and they will attack you if you get too close to them. So you have to be careful because they are not messing around. It's intense.
Yeah, and we've gone through and we've upped the ante a little bit and created some new rare boss monsters that you'll find out in the world. And it's really not something you're going to be able to do by yourself. So you're going to want to find some friends. You don't necessarily need to be in a group, but they'll offer better rewards. And another tip for Overworld combat, you're going to need health potions. Required. Definitely a big help.
A good idea.
Yeah, the other thing too is if you've already got quests that are started in the current incarnation of Shrouded Glade, what happens to those if you're halfway through a quest and you haven't finished it yet?
So during the event, you will not be able to do any of the normal Shrouded Glade quests. Unfortunately, because the Glade is being invaded, a lot of that content is the people who gave those quests. They're hiding out. They've been forced out of their homes. The druids, and they are mostly camped out in a cave, basically, actually down in a back corner of Shrouded Glade.
A little safe zone.
Right, in a safe area. And so they're not concentrating on, cooking dishes and picking up flowers.
If I haven't gotten that druid off the island yet, she's stuck there until...
You've got to fight off the Gloam. You've got to kick them out of Shrouded Glade. Yeah, that's the way it works. So maybe we should actually give a little more context on what this is.
Yeah, do you want to talk about the lore a little bit and what this is? Because everybody knows the area. It's got the druids are there, and they've got the school, and it's been that way since launch, like 3 years ago. So,
yeah. So one of the coolest things that we're doing is the area is completely changed. A little bit of the backstory on this is, the druids were just doing their thing and living peacefully in Shrouded Glade, and all of a sudden, these huge stones kind of erupt within Shrouded Glade, and certain creatures become taken over and become corrupted, and druids are getting captured, and there's a whole conflict between the druids and the dwarves, which we can't really go too much into, so you guys are going to have to play it and see.
Well, we have some screenshots, too, that we can put up, I think, while we're talking, and they can still hear us, right? Is that... So go ahead, I guess keep going, and then they'll put up screenshots. And then I guess this is what screenshots they're seeing while we're talking.
So this is where you're going to be able to find the druids in Shrouded Glade. This is where they've kind of snuck back to create their own little stronghold. You'll be able to go through and interact with some old characters, like Headmaster Merc will be there to help players along. And this is, from the top, this is the entrance of Shrouded Glade. So when you walk in, normally this is going to be the first thing you see. The colors are completely different. You can see there's something going on with the Druid Academy, and it's a very great looking zone.
And the music.
The music.
We've got music, new music, kind of new music that you probably haven't heard of.
I didn't realize we got before. That. That's cool.
Yeah.
It sounds really good.
It's pretty awesome. Turn your music on if you had it off, because it's awesome, and you'll love it.
It'll make your gameplay experience that much better.
And these are some dwarves from Sunstone Valley.
Yeah, so we've seen dwarves before in Free Realms, but they're usually in the mines in Snow Hill. And these guys are not those dwarves. These are different, tougher, more seasoned combat
These
type
are
dwarves.
frontier dwarves that live out in the deserts of Sunstone Valley. All on their own. They don't have anybody to help them out.
Right.
They're just lone bike riding
So
dwarves.
why are they here? What are they doing?
Well, so something happened that you'll find out later, but something happened that's causing a lot of problems in the dwarf world out in Sunstone Valley, and so these guys came to Shrouded Glade to get help. They wanted help from the druids. The thing is, druids and dwarves, I mean, especially like, biker dwarves, they don't necessarily see eye to eye, right? Like, druids are very about nature, and dwarves are like, where can I put more gasoline into my gas-guzzling motorcycle, Doesn't really work. So the druids were kind of like, you guys are kind of shady. I don't really know if something dangerous is happening out there in this desert, like you say. And then, bam, suddenly, Shrouded Glade is under attack. So
They should have listened. They should have listened.
Obviously, something is going on. So the dwarves are now trapped here, just as the druids are trapped. And you need to help, both of them.
So it sounds like this event is leading up to something bigger.
Maybe.
Is that the
It
case?
just might be.
It's possible.
Could be.
What could it be leading up to?
I don't
There
know.
is a certain section that players will be visiting within the glade that points to some other areas in the game, and we'll kind
Big
of see where
big
it takes us.
areas, enormous areas that are off of our current map, I think. Is that's an
That's
accurate
the plan.
description,
Yeah,
right?
that
Okay.
sounds like an accurate description.
Cool. Oh, hey, Sunstone Valley. It says right on the paper here. I guess we can say that.
Oh,
What is that? I
right,
don't even know
Sunstone
what this
Valley.
How's it
Yeah.
going? It's going fine. Oh, I guess about Sunstone Valley. What can we expect with Sunstone Valley that we can talk about?
Well, okay, so we've done a lot of work on the environment. The zone, it's a pretty sizable zone. We're going to be carrying Overworld combat out into Sunstone Valley as well.
And it's going to be covering it's going to be covering a very large portion of the world, and it's going to add an entirely new feeling, and it's going to be really nice.
Right.
It's a dangerous area. So in the current where there's instance,
There's still going to be
and-
instances.
There will
We're
be
not,
a couple.
Yeah, I mean, like in this area right here, this is, that's actually...
oh, what you're saying now, okay.
Yeah, that's a Wheelie Pete's Tavern there, or something like that.
Roadhouse.
It's the home of the freewheelers, who are the biker dwarves, the group of biker dwarves who actually you meet in Shrouded Glade during this invasion. This is their home. This is their hangout. This is where they party, and But yeah, in this area, there's going to be a couple of different combat encounters that you'll be able to do, in addition to the overworld combat in the valley. It's actually below this area, and that's where things get crazy, right? That is the untamed part of Sunstone Valley.
Untamed West.
Yeah, it's a dangerous area. The dwarves don't really go down there that often. They have their hangout up at Wheelie Pete's.
So it's really going to be up to the players to kind of put Sunstone where it needs to be.
Yeah,
Right.
so if you're going in here, you're
Safety
probably
point.
going to want to have some of your combat jobs kind of leveled up, right? Is that
Yes.
a good
Yeah.
suggestion?
Yeah, and actually that's something that I actually forgot to mention about Shrouded Glade. So Shrouded Glade, we've got a lot of different tiers of combat difficulties in this Gloam invasion thing, but we've made sure that the quest content is actually you can do it as a level 1 or a tier 1 character, as a free player basically. Between levels 1 and 4, you can get through all of the quest content. So a free player can do all of this stuff. And you can get the same rewards, and there's some really amazing rewards too.
Yeah, we've definitely changed our ideas of how we're doing rewards a little bit, and there's going to be some new really unique, really rare stuff that players will be able to find. So keep your eyes out, and you'll find some good rewards.
Cool. So we talked about Sunstone Valley and the lore of it and the art a little bit. Do we want to go to player questions? Should we go to player questions now? Everyone's shrugging, so I guess we should go to player questions. All right, so from Selena, any chance of addressing whether or not the original plan mentioned at Fanfare 2009 of having job levels go beyond 20 and introducing a druid job will still happen with Sunstone Valley? Is there any chance? I guess the question is there any chance of addressing that?
With Sunstone Valley, I would say no. There's certainly a lot of things about combat that we're going to be taking a closer look at with Sunstone Valley, and we're going to try to making the combat experience more enjoyable overall.
More satisfying, more rewarding,
Right.
more of adding new challenges and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and we want to emphasize group play as well. We want to make you want to play with other players. We want to make you actually look at other players that are having or in combat and be like, yeah, I want to go help that guy out. So we're going to be doing some things to try and address that. As far as new jobs, I mean, not with Sunstone Valley. I don't know what the future holds after Sunstone Valley, but with Sunstone Valley, I don't think that's a little too soon.
We have a very big push, and it's going to be a really good chunk of content.
Yeah.
Is there any other stuff coming over to Sunstone Valley? Like we have Explorer coins in the main world now, or any of that kind of stuff going to be hidden out?
Isn't that another question?
It may be. Let's see. Oh, but yeah, I think it is. Actually, yeah, it is. Jonathan777 says, on the E3 video, they stated that Sunstone Valley would have the usual stuff such as minigames and new collection quests. They didn't mention Explorer coins or anything. Will there be collections and more in the area?
Yes.
There you have it,
There will
Jonathan.
be.
Oh, actually, it says John at
Can't
10.
be too specific, but we're coming up with some plans.
Cool. Okay,
I mean,
Kyle. But sorry.
Explorer coins are cool.
They're pretty fun. I'm still finding
Yeah.
some that I've never found before, like in weird spots. It's like, oh, I didn't know you could jump up there on top of that.
It allows players to take a closer look at the environments and
Right.
the game and explore places that they've never really gone to before and seeking these things. So they're really good, and we're going to try and work some stuff
That's cool. Kyle Majestic Meadow asks, will the enemies be stronger than the ones in the current minigames? And also he has a question for each of us. It says, what was your favorite part of working on either Shrouded Glade or Sunstone Valley?
Well, actually, we've already got enemies that are stronger than what's in our typical combat minigames.
Yeah. The mini bosses that we mentioned earlier are going to be pretty difficult. It's going to be really hard to do it as one person if you can. They're really intended for about 5 to 6 people, so
Right.
you'll need to group, and it's going to be a challenge. And one of our other designers, Jason Malott, threw a bunch of really fun, kind of crazy abilities on them to give players a little bit of a hassle.
Yeah.
But it feels good so far.
But they're definitely dangerous. But the risk is worth the reward. I mean, we're going to be putting some really cool stuff on these guys. For example, there is a chance. It's a very rare chance, but there is a chance for you to win a pet. Actually, 2 pets from these mini bosses.
So I don't have to buy it with station cash?
That is correct.
Correct.
So
You
no
will
station
not have
cash.
to
You
buy-
just
and
have to be
they-
a member and win it, and then it's yours.
And they are freaking cool.
Yeah,
They are cool pets.
They're pretty extravagant pets.
Yeah,
They're over the top, and they're really fun.
So I guess to hit the second part of his question, what was your favorite part of working on either Sunstone Valley or Shrouded Glade?
Mine
Glade
would definitely have to be, we kind of took our quests in a little bit of a different direction compared to what's been done in Free Realms in the past. And they're a lot deeper. We're trying to incorporate more story and making players really feel attached to these characters. And that has to be the funnest thing for me is I did the Druid quest line, and that was just, it was so much fun. And I'm really looking forward to what people have to say about it, and it's a lot deeper than what we've done.
That's cool. What about you? You can't say everything.
I want to say everything.
Yeah, you kind of want to because there's been so much.
It's so
such
fun.
a huge undertaking.
It's been a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't done an update like this in forever.
Yeah,
it's
literally
been a long
forever
time.
since the game
And
launched.
I am so excited, and working on this has been so much fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait until you guys get to check it out, and I really hope you love it. As
Yeah,
much as we loved working on it.
Yeah, we have a really great, really strong team that works really well together. Like we've all seen it, and we've been able to do some amazing stuff.
Yeah. From an animation standpoint, there's a lot of things that I animated and Jessica animated that aren't in the game yet, so I probably can't even say what they are, but they're really fun and really cool.
Yeah.
So those would be my favorite.
There are a lot of good things coming up this summer.
Let's see, what else? Let's see, what is now among the cave on the side of Shrouded Glade? What is now among, that's what it says.
It's now in the cave.
Yeah, he had a question about the cave on the side of Shrouded Glade, which we saw in one of the screenshots there,
Yeah,
actually.
so that's the location where you're going to be able to find Headmaster Merc and the druids, and that's going to be where they're held up, kind of defending themselves from the Glade. So you'll get to go inside, take a look, see some old characters that have kind of been saved and put to the side.
That's cool. Where Most Isley asks, what happens when you get knocked out in the open world combat? So you're in the middle of something and you get knocked out. Usually in combat you get knocked out and you get to respawn. And then will there be any loot such as coins for defeating enemies in the open world combat?
Yes, there's going to be coins. We're handling Overworld Resurrection a little bit differently. You're going to either be able to go to a safe zone, which we've designated. So Shrouded Glade is basically cut into a combat area in the center. And when you get knocked out, you'll be teleported out, or you can pay a small fee and resurrect on the spot.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's going to be coin drops, item drops. We're doing a lot of cool things with the actual wearables that you can get from the quest lines, because we're doing 2 full sets. You get 1 for the quest line, and then we're also adding them to Overworld drops, and you can get that huge variation of color.
Okay. I was running through the area today on my local build, and I was taking out dudes left and right. I was getting all these awesome wearables with different colors, and like, yeah, there's a lot of cool...
There's going to be lots of new stuff.
There's a lot of cool rewards to get off of just, the regular combat guys out there.
That's cool.
We've also added a couple new weapons that you'll be able to purchase, and they have some extra special effects. And yeah, we've really gone out of our way to try and make it as rewarding as possible for the player.
That's cool. Celestina wants to know, will Shrouded Glade be gone entirely? I think we already covered that it's not, right?
The normal Shrouded Glade that you're used to is gone right now because of this invasion. But the whole point of this invasion is you guys need to kick these guys out, right? You need to kick out the Gloam and take back Shrouded Glade. And once you've done that, Shrouded Glade is going to come back,
When can we expect new combat, non-combat armor and weapons, which we already covered? We can.
And
we should expect it.
One of the really interesting things that we're doing with these wearables is they're multi-combat class. So each faction has it split into 3 different classes. So your character will be able to wear all of those depending on the job. So your wizard and your ninja can wear the druid gear versus the archer and brawler wearing the dwarven gear.
That's cool.
And you can really mix and match with your currently existing styles, and everything kind of blends together.
And by the way, they look really awesome.
Yeah.
They look really cool.
Yeah, and Fisa did a good job with
Yeah.
that. So, will the open world combat be PvP or PvE? So we fight other players, or we fight just enemies?
It'll be PvE.
Yeah.
PvE.
Yeah,
okay.
you're purely going to be fighting off the Gloam and helping the Glade.
And will we be able to continue on next page? Oh,
Maybe.
Excuse me?
will we be able to use groups and battle together? Yes, you can group up and battle together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you can group up, you can take all your friends, run through the Glade, go through all the different levels of enemies, fight mini-bosses, and even maybe participate in a very extravagant finale event.
It's possible.
Cool.
It's possible.
Will there be new loot drops that come from enemies once they're defeated, like how it used to be in the old dungeons? I think we
Yes.
said yes. Okay. Is Shrouded Gloam a members-only area?
No.
No,
No,
not at
it's
all.
not. You can jump in for free. Wrap it up.
All the
is
quests.
sign I'm getting played off. Okay, so the outro, I guess. Let me just read through it quick. Oh, do you want to talk about the Summer Pass and what they get for Summer Pass to wrap it up?
So the Summer Pass was a new promotional membership that we're doing. We've done it previously, and it includes, I think, a Dark Island flower shirt. Is what
Yes,
we're doing
that
this
is correct. That's what it says here. 3-month membership and a bonus Dark Flower Island shirt for just $9.99.
I'm glad you have notes on that.
Do you like that? Would you like to hold them?
No, it's cool.
Oh, okay.
That's all you. That's all you.
What do you make of this? I can make a pin. I can make a brooch, right? No?
Anything.
No airplane fans?
can do anything.
Okay. Well, tonight is the
Tonight is the night.
the Gloam
is the
Invasion,
night.
so stay up
Starting
late.
tonight.
Get excited.
Get your
and-
parents' permission. Jump on the computer, and when it goes live, you can be the first to run in there and beat up the Gloam.
And we
That's
can't wait
correct.
to hear your guys' feedback. We
Yeah.
always
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Cool. Well, that's it. I don't know what we're supposed to say at the end. This has been Ryan,
Bye.
Floyd,
Oh, there's a video.
Eric. Oh,
There's
yeah,
a
the
video.
trailer.
Enjoy the video.
Enjoy it.
Make sure we're- Woo! Hydra. We're vampires. We're werewolves. Shrouded Glade. Sunstone Valley. I'm a kangaroo. That's a headbutt, I guess. Right?
Yeah, didn't you make those
I did.
animations? That guy dancing there?
Free roams. Ask your parents' permission before going online. All right. That's it.